You're mad at, there's something saying mad at. What we not gonna do is tell me to believe what is untrue. And y'all could try to change my mind till your face blue. I'ma still go hard for Elohim like 23 for Coach Jackson when he had the flu. Like Samson when he shook that roof. Like Paul when y'all sent him to Rome to bring the proof. Too many steppers, not too many get their foot loose. Too many bishops, not too many got the juice. So I tastefully disagree. I'm just here to plant the seed. Your will is free to or to not believe. And y'all can have that. That ain't nothing to be mad at. I stand here above everything. To show you love, and if y'all ever need anything, you can count on Abba Father through everything. And y'all can have that. That's something Satan mad at. And I don't mind the chitter chat, just keep it wrapped. I'm here to love you, but my boss aiming where your spirit at. Just to realign where you had your spirit map. You look lost, if you decide to stick with that, ain't no picking back. Now you got what you wanted from the flesh, and it took it back. You seek answers before repentance. Now would you look at that? He been here along, and you told him sit it back. Yet nightly when you go home, you lose every mirror match. So I tastefully disagree. I'm just here to plant the seed. Your will is free to or to not believe. And y'all can have that. That ain't nothing to be mad at. I stand here above everything. To show you love, and if y'all ever need anything, you can count on Abba Father through everything. And y'all can have that. That's something Satan mad at. They walking straight, but the heart's where it's crippled at. So you a salt statue like Lot's wife after looking back. The best part is that your will's free, but it comes with body and armor, ready to kill like a Marine. Lamb over the serpentine, Yahweh over my way, it's his courtesy. And he who the sun sets free is free. Go grab that and don't become a lab rat. So I tastefully disagree. I'm just here to plant the seed. Your will is free to or to not believe. And y'all can have that. That ain't nothing to be mad at. I stand here above everything. To show you love, and if y'all ever need anything, you can count on Abba Father through everything. And y'all can have that. That's something Satan mad at. That's something Satan mad at. That's something Satan mad at.
Yo, Tuesday night, blackmarket.tv. Share, like, subscribe, all that jazz. Shout out Solo on that intro video. We had to put it out. I had to surprise the brother. What's good, bro?
Oh, you think you slick?
Yeah.
You think you slick, huh?
Gross.
All right. I appreciate it, sir.
You want to give you a shout out to your nasty looking self right now?
Yo, listen, you gotta be a little sensitive right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little under the weather, and you know what I'm saying? Big dog, when he's under the weather, he get like a little baby. So right now I'm in my baby mode. You heard? So you know what I'm saying? I put it to you like this. I'm only feeling halfway, so I only shave halfway. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, shave halfway.
You know what I mean?
That's
So
horrible,
I only shave. It's just how I feel, son. Sometimes you gotta reenact how you feel to understand where you was and where you at. You know what I mean? So I appreciate you putting that video because it gave me a little boost. It made me feel special. I forgot, you know what I mean? I forgot I did that. That was my first ever video I put together, you know what I'm saying? So it might not be too much for these videographers, but to me, it's a little special, you know what I mean? I don't get down the way they get down. I just get down, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You did that on your last cruise, right?
Yeah, on the last cruise, you know what I'm saying? Crazy thing about it, I was ready to do a full-fledged video, more scenes and everything. I took all my cameras and left all my tripods. You know what I'm saying?
All the cameras and the tripods, so you had nothing with you.
That wasn't a good move. Word of advice: never take a vacation before your vacation. Because by the time you get to your vacation, the real vacation, because you know some people, let's say, boom, you go somewhere on a cruise on Monday, so by Friday you already turn up, gang. Right? So by Friday you're already on vacation. So Monday comes and it's time for your actual vacation, and because you decide to turn up all weekend, Monday don't seem so special, and you start to forget things, And you know what I'm saying. So
I feel it.
you know, I had to learn the hard way, but you know, it was done. You know, I did what I could do. I did what I could do. You know what I'm saying, without my tripods and all that.
Okay.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying. I had this. The only thing I had was my selfie stick,
Ah.
but it was so thin that every time I would lay it down somewhere, the weight of the camera would make it fall forward. So I had to like put some things together so I wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? That scene that you see outside of the balcony, my camera almost went over, son.
No.
You know what I'm saying? That went, yeah,
That would have sucked.
yeah, and that was in the Bahamas, and that day in the Bahamas it was rainy and wet, so it was, you know what I'm saying, it was hard to get off the boat. So I sit on the boat most of the time, trying to shoot that in the balcony, and
Right.
my joint almost went over with the wind, son. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? But we made it work.
Okay.
You know what I
Okay.
mean? I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I had to surprise you. I didn't want to say anything. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna play it. I'm gonna give him the double slot
Yeah.
today. His choice and then his video to start it off with. So
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's
gosh,
my man, 50 grand,
gotta
son.
show flower. Gotta get them flowers, bro. While
I
we
don't
here, bro.
I don't care what these niggas say about you, son. You special. Yes, sir.
There's a few of them been going in on the comments on the YouTube videos. They've been mad at our Latinos in hip hop discussion.
That's, in our comments?
Yeah, on the channel. Yeah. They've been
Who
driving
trying to
them
get
in there. I'm like, listen,
who
bro.
trying
I'm not here to
who
debate with
trying
y'all. What
who
are you
trying to
doing,
get
bro?
smoked, son? Yo,
Where'd you
what's going
go?
on, son?
Where you go, bro?
Uh,
Why you breaking
yo,
stuff?
son.
There we
Am
go.
I loud?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
just
yeah.
I just I just put that joint on Do Not Disturb, and this joint is on Do Not Disturb too. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, son. So I can't believe they still yapping about that joint, huh?
Yeah, they still yapping about it. Listen, y'all gonna have to convince me that the people that was there that said what they said didn't say what they said, bro. I'm not going on some kids on YouTube say, bro. Some dudes on YouTube say. Stop it.
No, I'm not doing that, son.
Yeah, so I see you sick, bro.
I'm sick, man. I don't normally get sick like that. You know what I mean? But Shorty got sick. I weathered it for a good 5-6 days. And then my son decided he wanted to come. I never tell my son he can't spend time with me. You know what I'm saying? So when he like, Dad, I'm trying to go over there. And I'm not the one to be like, nah, son, you sick. Even though he stood home because he was sick. You know what I'm saying? He ran with me for the weekend and he didn't feel good all weekend, son. So the day I dropped him off, the next day I started feeling it, son. Today's the worst.
So now you got it. Yeah.
Nah, I got the cojuti.
They've been having a lot of like sick going around, whether it be colds, COVID's gone around a
Nah,
few times now.
yo, it's that season, bro. It's that bipolar weather in Florida, son.
It is. It's like cold one day, it's hot the next day. It's up and down. You don't really know where it's going until it gets here.
Yeah.
So
Today, for example, 37 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
37 in the morning. By 11 o'clock, it was 78.
Yeah. It's pretty much how it works.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I normally block it. You know what I mean? I'm not the type, when I get sick, I get sick.
Yeah,
I'm talking
I see. You got tissues in your nose, looking
Nah,
crazy.
this light work. This is what I'm saying. When I get sick like this, it's very rare.
He said it's light
It takes
work.
a couple years for me to, but I've always been the one to get like detrimental sick, son. Heart attack, broken collarbone.
Jesus.
You know what I'm saying? Broken hip, 8-inch screw in the hip. You know what I'm saying? Like it gets very crazy when I get sick. But things like this, I'm a baby because I don't really get sick like that. Every year you see somebody get sick 2, 3, 4 hot times a year. I don't get sick like that. Last time I was sick like this was about a year ago. You know what I'm saying? And what I hate about these type of colds is the cough. I'm sure everybody hates the cough.
Yeah, the cough sucks. It's what
it's
gives you pain.
It's what bangs on your chest, pause, and it's the last thing to go. You know what I'm saying? So you feel some type of way when you out in public and you started getting that wheeze cough so where you can't stop it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Make it feel like you got the vetoes, huh?
That shit hurt too. It feel like somebody punching you in your chest.
That's a fact, son.
What you like doing when
know
you're sick?
I mean?
Like how do you medicate besides sticking tissues in your nose?
I'm not gonna lie, this feel kind of good, son. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not gonna lie, son, shit feel kind of good. You know what I mean? Not leaking like that. Pause. Um,
Yeah.
I'm a baby, son. I turned to like I said, my shorty hates it, son. She's like, yo, you a baby when you sick. You act like the 7-year-old acts better than me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'll admit it. I'll admit it. You
Bien
know what I mean?
llorón.
But
Bien llorón.
you know, yeah, I need, you know, and of course I need my sopa de salchichón.
Sopa de
You know what I'm
salchichón.
saying? Yeah, pause,
Double
pause,
pause.
double pause. Sopa de salchichón, Vicks. You know what I'm saying?
Beaks,
Some
Ponte
rest.
Beaks. I told you the Ponte Beaks earlier.
Yo, my shorty showed me a game changer today, son. They have Vicks in the NyQuil now, son.
Oh yeah, they got they got them combined now. Yeah.
You see, that's how much I get sick. I didn't even know that. It was new to me today. It was a game changer for me today. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm about to take some shots like it's moonshine later on tonight, son.
He's
We
like
about to go
moonshine.
in like Flint. Yeah, but that's it. You know what I'm saying? The Vicks, the Theraflu. If it's a lot of coughing, the cough drops. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that.
But then you got grandma's recipe, which is it sounds a little nasty, but it gets busy. You know what I'm saying? You boil the onion with the lemon and the honey and a few other joints in there, which I'm not gonna let her recipe out like that. You take a shot of it a day, and it goes by a little faster. You know what I mean? I was never too fond of the onion and the Vicks on the bottom of the foot, but I will say the Vicks in the bottom of the foot with a sock on while you sleep. You know what I mean? Helps also because you know what I mean. I don't know if you know, but your cold starts at the bottom of your feet.
Yeah, well,
You know what I mean? That's
we release a lot of heat and cold from our body in the extremities, which
yeah,
are like our feet, our hands.
yeah. So things like that. You know what I mean? When it gets crazy, then I'll go to those extremities of doing grandma's recipe and all that.
Oh,
But
okay, okay.
something like this basic, then I just stay with the basic moves. You know what I'm saying? And every time my shorty asks me to do something, I just act like I'm sick. You know what I'm saying?
You don't
Gucci,
see
son.
me? You don't see me right now?
Don't make me cough, son. Don't make me cough.
Got the tissues in my nose. You over here asking me to
You know
do
what I'm
shit.
saying? I'm going through it, son.
Yeah, it's so weird looking, bro. You remind me of the dude from A Christmas Story, Ralphie, when he had the things on his nose, bro.
Cool, son.
We got April 5th coming up, bro. Pay-per-view.
Oh man, I need to get better for that, son.
Yeah, you need to get better. Well, you got some time. It's February 20th
I'm not
right
even,
now.
I'm not even
April
gonna
5th.
stunt. The other day I was tripping because I thought it was March 5th, son.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, it's April. We
I
got some
thought,
time.
I thought it was March 5th. So you know what I'm saying, Craig Lamar, son. If you're not ready, like these niggas, I think it was there.
Yeah.
I think you're the reason why they made this card so late in April, fam.
Yeah, you feel that way?
I'm gonna go on a limb and say I think this is the reason why they gave you that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think Deuce could take a lot shorter time getting ready. I think homie. I think they gave him more than enough time so he don't screw this up, son. Craig Lamar, if you listening, don't screw this up, B.
You want to see
You
a
know what I'm
good
saying?
battle here, huh?
Bring all the baby hairs, all of it.
He said all the baby hairs.
Bring all the baby hairs with you, son. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's gonna be an exciting one. We're gonna have pay-per-view. I might have some new cameras during that day, so we're gonna beast out that day. We're gonna beast out that day. Which reminds me, we are right now currently running live, and all of our videos are on demand on the site. No link outs to any other pages or anything like that. Everything's on site, and we're currently live on the new server right now.
Who else is doing that, son?
And I'm not saying like a third party. I'm saying like our own shit. So
I'm saying who else is doing that, son?
I don't know, bro. We got some competitors in the market, but not out here.
I'm talking about out here, son. We take care of home base first before ain't anybody else out here doing that.
But we about to open
You know
that.
what I'm
We're
saying?
about to open that up. That the floodgates up on that soon too. So we can get other people with their channels and get a whole network of people, bro.
So
It's about that time.
don't see us as competition. See us as we can help you improve, and we won't even say nothing. We don't say nothing. We won't take the credit for it. We'll help you
Well, you don't,
improve. We
because they
won't take the
create their
credit
own
for it.
content. They create their own thing.
Yeah,
But now
yeah,
we're gonna
man.
give the technology to people to do it themselves.
You
I think
know
it's
what I'm
important
saying?
to
You
grow
know
this
what I
market the right way.
mean? We bought one of Elon Musk's robots, 20 racks, bomb. You know what I'm saying? And we getting busy
The
over here.
fuck is he talking about?
You're what I said. So you're what I said.
So we took one of his robots, little AIs.
You're what I said. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's
That
what happened?
that might be the new style, son.
Oh, stop it, bro. Stop it.
Yo,
Okay,
you don't
okay,
think
yay.
so, son?
Okay,
You
yay.
don't think so? You don't think so,
Over
son?
here starting craziness.
The half and half?
The
You
half and
don't think
half,
so?
the Two-Face, like Batman, like the
Oh,
Batman villain.
oh,
Yeah.
it might work, son.
It
Might
might work.
work, son.
Yeah, you might be right. You might be right.
It might work, son.
Oh man. So we also got September. We got Loud on 7th coming up.
Loud on the 7th.
Yep. Loud
You know
on
what I'm
7th.
saying?
So
It's
that should be
coming.
coming up soon too.
Yes.
Other than that, bro, what else has been up with you? What you got coming up besides being sick? I know y'all got some things coming down the pipe.
Pause.
Pause. Yeah.
Nah, man, I'm just learning how to edit more and creating more content. The album's done. You know what I'm saying? We already halfway done with the Tunnel Vision project. You know what I mean? Smooth is in Italy getting his learn on.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Sim is doing his thing. E-Rock, aka Enova. He's actually international now. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, is he
He be going
international?
on. Yeah, he just got back from Colombia.
Oh, mira
Created
eso.
some good connects out there. The cartel allowed him to go into cartel community and preach the gospel and serve them food and sing to them and all that. Whoop, whoop.
Fire.
He was just in Honduras helping out a orphanage build their place. As in Honduras, there's more than 2,000 homeless kids who are in the street and have nowhere to go.
Nice.
So he got together with this charity out there, and not the charity, the orphanage out there, and they raised, I believe, $25K to purchase a building. They were able to purchase a building with already some things that are working. You know what I mean, like the plumbing and the roof was on. So you know what I mean. He was able to help them out get everything put together so they can house some of these kids. Obviously, they can't house all 2,000. You know what I'm saying? But it's giving a little helping hand to where he can over there.
Yeah.
And I think he's leaving again this week. You know what I'm saying? Plus, he got the salsa record. We shooting a video for March 2nd.
A little thing. You know?
Yeah, we actually bringing out the people playing instruments on the live video. We bringing out the drone. We bringing out we got I believe 3 couples that are gonna dance salsa in the middle of the video.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? And that's it, man. I'm working on shooting the next video for myself.
Okay.
And that's it. Just you know what I mean. Just learning some things. You know what I mean.
I seen you doing some tricks on the video too. You did that was pretty dope. What software you used for that one?
Which one?
The one that you did, the one we opened up with.
Oh, that one is just on CapCut.
Okay, so you use CapCut for some of that. That was pretty dope.
CapCut has a lot of I've never used like Final Cut Pro or Adobe Editing, which I'm sure is on the next level than CapCut. CapCut is used for a lot of content creators use CapCut.
Yeah.
A lot of kids like these young kids that do content, they use CapCut a lot.
Okay.
I want to say that CapCut is not as good as Final Cut Pro or Adobe. I think it's headed that way. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But there's a lot of options that you can use on CapCut. A lot of good dope. You know what I mean? So I'm just learning like transition. I think the next step for me is learning like lighting. You know what I'm saying? Like how to bring lighting to your video scenes and stuff like that. I'm not too good at it. That's next for me to learn. But yeah, bro, that video I pretty much, you know what I mean? Like when you like something and something interests you, you don't mind putting that time and see where it goes. You know what I'm saying? So I learn a lot YouTube videos. I watch a lot of YouTube videos on how to do certain things. You know what I'm saying? And I just, you know what I mean? Like try to get the transitions in a certain way. And there's a lot much more to do on that. You know what I mean? That video was just super basic. But I think that I'm going to shoot most of the videos to the records on this project like that. Not all of it. You know what I'm saying? Some of it I want to get a little more professional or whatever. But like the Blessed Day. But I want to do more like for most of it, I want to do like in-house performances. Like that was like a cruise line performance for that record. And then I'm working on another one that has another record that's an in-house performance, a performance that I did on my desk. And then just stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like there's another track that I'm recording, but we're doing it at a church. We're trying to get the church approval to actually shoot this video in the church.
You gonna go with those tissues in your nose in the church too on the video?
I might walk in like this, and with the half and half.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was thinking, right? I was, because I always, as I always push the envelope. So I was thinking on a Sunday I pull up with the bathrobe, Timbs. You know what I'm saying? Bathrobe Timbs, and then you know what I mean, the napkin in my nose, just to see how much they love God. To love want to hit. You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna test this.
You know what I'm saying? I think that, you know what I mean? I mean, I'm already, you know what I mean? I'm already too much for some. You know what I'm saying?
We know.
Yeah, come on, son, don't do that. I'm already too much for some. You know what I'm saying? Like today, for example, actually, I was testing out like how to do, not interviews, but like solo side talk. So, I hit up Sim, and we in Skype. So I recorded the conversation, the video chat, and the video chat went to how much do you forgive, or how much do you blame your disciples? How much do you blame those that discipled you growing up, son? So you know that's already about to trickle some heads and have people locally feeling in their way, but it's something to talk about. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, pretty much. It's not disrespecting either side, but it's you know what I mean? It happened, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, we had the conversation of, you know, how much do you blame yourself for that? How much do you blame the person that discipled you for that? And if that person was in that space that discipled you, who didn't know who they were discipling you the wrong way, not understanding they were being taught the wrong way, you know what I mean? How much they've grown, how much their fruit has grown from then to now. You know what I'm saying? And they shouldn't get upset. And when you talk about things like this, because it was a good and a bad thing. It was a bad thing that we discipled the wrong way, but it was a good thing that we were getting some type of discipleship, because if we wasn't learning nothing from the church, we created a family and a bond amongst the youth.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if
nothing else, something came out of it.
Right. So it goes down to the basics of it, like God, you know what I mean? Jesus is love. And Jesus preaches love, and we show others love before we shove religion down the throat, or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? So in our case, as we're being shoved religion down our throat, we're not accepting of that religion, but we're accepting of the people who are in the room and the bond that we created, and which is the love of Jesus. Because even though we wasn't paying attention to that narrative, the seed was still being planted. And not to say at some point in that momentum of us growing up, in that church, in that youth group, that we didn't seek God's presence, you know what I'm saying? But what kept us tight was the love that we have for each other. And then here we are, umpteen years later, and we still have 75% of the people around.
Well, you
know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Some of us, yeah.
Right, that we still got love for each other, and some of us don't, you know what I mean? Don't agree, or don't talk, or whatever the case may be.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you should respect the fact that we wasn't raised the right way in that discipleship, but at the same time, we appreciate the time that we had because of the bond that we created. You know what I mean?
I'm glad I wasn't on that Skype.
Well, you know, it's headed that way. Trust me. The next interviews, it's gonna get gritty. It has to get gritty. You know what I'm saying? Like we were talking about how many times we were high in church. You know what I'm saying? How many times he went to church high? We even talked about the conversation of when the witchcraft dude next door came out and we started beefing. You know what I'm saying? You remember that?
I remember that.
You remember that?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Old lady got pushed to the ground, broke her finger and all that, son.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Crazy.
saying? So I mean, it happened. Well, how we don't talk about that?
People got selective memory, bro.
Nah, and that's again me being always like the semi-rebellious one, and now having these conversations with my brothers because they went through it with me.
Facts.
Why can't I not have those conversations? Why can't and I not bring it up? You know what I mean? I'm not bringing it up. I'm not bringing it up being malicious. I'm just bringing it up because that's what we went through, and those are the experiences, and this is the reason why we church hurt and blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? So
not all of us are church hurt. Some of us don't just don't care.
Some of your niggas are church hurt, son.
I ain't. I'm good.
No, you church hurt, nigga.
Nah.
You church hurt, son. When you start cursing niggas out for no reason, and from back in your day, you church hurt, son.
I ain't cursing them out for no reason.
I can bring up 5 names right now, son, and you start hollering at the F-bomb right quick, son.
But it ain't because of church.
It is because of church, because that's where the situation happened.
It doesn't matter. That's where it happened. Usually, if I got an issue with somebody, it's something personal to that person. Like church itself and the culture of church really don't mean enough to me for me to be mad at. It is what it is.
But wasn't you at some point? But wasn't you at some point?
Huh?
But wasn't you at some point?
At some point, what?
Were you mad at the church?
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, there were periods of time that I was. I think I got over that shit. But yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You're not average. So when I have these type of conversations, you're above those conversations, obviously, because you've done studies and you've been, you know what I'm saying. When niggas talk about spiritual fathers,
yeah,
right. So as a believer, you have spiritual fathers that you go to when you need tuning or when you need information of, you know what I'm saying, blah, blah. You're one of my spiritual fathers, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? You can
That's deep.
Out of the 2 years that I've been heavy in my faith, the most knowledge, the most homework, the most informative conversations were with you.
Oh, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Not with somebody who's I haven't yet to sit down with somebody from a church perspective or a religious perspective to give me official answers or official conversation with me and you have conversation. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
And it's going to be like that. It's going to be like, I don't seek, not all my validation comes from the church or people who go to, not everything that I partake in is one-sided, if that makes sense. Not every, I don't fully think like them. I don't fully, you know what I mean? Like do certain things. Like I'm different in that. So when it comes to like information seeking and stuff like that, like, you know, the conversations that we had, always leave your crib, go into the crib, like, yo, I got to research that. I got to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like opening my mind to certain things and allowing me to make that decision on what I've found, you know what I'm saying? And the videos you sent me to study and look at. Yeah. And the origination of words and people and blah, blah. Like, ain't nobody stepped to me like that. You know what I mean? And it's sad to say, you know what I'm saying? But that's just what it is.
Yeah, I'm just a curious guy, dude. I just like knowing shit. Like,
me too.
Like what I'm reading and stuff like that. So I like sharing it, you know?
Yeah, and I appreciate the sharing. I don't, you know what I mean? Because I know most of the things that you seek are validated. You know me, I search through anything and I'm like, oh, snap. And then you be like, nah, son, that ain't fact check, B. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, you know what I mean? Like stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, so this is the content I choose to create. The content that it's not gonna bring drama. It just brings reality to it. And you know, it is what it is at the end of the day. That's just I always live with my life on the edge, son.
Yeah, I mean I see that with the tissues and we feel like we're on the edge right now.
We still talking about that, son?
Yeah, bro. I keep looking at it, bro.
It makes me. I'm a back up. There you go, son. That shit feel good, son.
Yeah, I know. It gives you some relief. I get it.
It's kind of like a nose cortex.
We gotta get sick. We gotta get sick pay.
It's a nose pond.
A nose pond.
It's not a tampon. It's a nose pump, son. You got the wings on it.
You gotta. You know what? We gotta create those. That could be $1 billion business. You wouldn't even. You know what I'm saying?
It's a Notex.
Oh, no text. Look at that, bro. All
Come
day.
on, son. Come
Oh,
on,
we better hurry up and
son.
create that shit before somebody
Come
takes it.
on, son. Yo, all my Chinese. If you were Chinese in my inbox, holla at me, son. You might have something popping.
Listen, I got your new shoes for your new video, though.
Yo, come on, son.
Yo, check out these Trump ones. $400 retail on these. Check these out. Check the box too. It says Trump, friends and family. Then when you open it, it comes with like a gold wrapping paper. Check these. These are crazy. Look how many Trumps,
bro.
And on the friends and family pairs, he signed them. Look at that.
Friends and family.
Yo, check out these.
Come on, Trump. Yo.
Friends and family, bro.
Shout out to Trump, son. Trump ain't stupid, son. He just lost $400-something million he was ordered to pay. He got to get that bread back up.
That's
exactly. You know what
I'm saying? Bro, it's like $500 million.
What I will say though, that is an actual factual video because I follow a young kid from Puerto Rico who is a sneakerhead, and he goes around sneaker conventions. And he has his own sneaker shop online. He invented a UV light. It's like a what do you call those? Flashlight. That he puts the flashlight on your seat and your sneakers, and he could tell if it's a real pair of sneakers or not.
Right.
So he's a little famous for that. Plus, he's famous for like selling sneakers, buying and reselling, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So he actually he got a signed pair by Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? He was all on YouTube with it all hype up. You know what I'm saying? They actually do retail for $400. You know what I'm saying? Which I knew sneakers go for that expensive, but I didn't know sneakers go for that expensive, bro.
Wow.
When I say like that's light work, you know what I'm saying? Like that same kid, he paid this one company $6,000 for a surprise box.
Right.
A surprise box is $6,000 or more worth of sneakers in that box. Do you believe this nigga got in that box was 8 pairs of sneakers? One pair had no box, and it was a used pair of sneaker, and it still was sold for $600. What? Yeah. So you paid $6,000 for 7 pairs of sneakers, but yeah, one pair of sneakers in there was worth $3,800.
Well, these sneakers apparently they were retailed for $400, but then they were resold on eBay they had one just short of $5,000, $4,999.99.
Yeah, bro.
And then they had another one for $9,000.
That's how the game works, bro. That's how the game works. You literally purchase the shoe comes out tomorrow, and you purchase all the pairs you could purchase on that day, and you just sit on those pairs until they sell out everywhere.
Well, they only made 1,000. They only made 1,000, and I think there were only a few of them that were signed. They're sold out on the website. People are reselling them on eBay. That's what they're doing because there's only a limited run, and they're supposed to be numbered. It's actually pretty smart. If I'm down $500 million,
I'm doing all that, son.
Selling everything.
That's the fact. I'm selling all kind of. Yep.
Yeah, that's just crazy. Did you see the rulings? It was 400 something billion or million.
Yeah, bro. I'll sell those documents.
Bro, that's just.
I'm selling all those court documents. Everything is up for sale, son.
Well, apparently people are pretty mad at Letitia James, who is the AG, the New York AG. She's the one that's been pushing these wins. But they can be mad if they want. The only thing I'm going to say is that for some reason, every time she goes to court, she wins. So it's got to say something if she's going to the court and judges and juries are going, yup.
Yep.
I'm just saying. And she didn't just go after Trump. She went after Cuomo. You remember?
Yeah, she don't play, son.
She's going after the NRA next, apparently.
COVID Cuomo, they call him, son.
COVID Cuomo. That's a good one.
That's what
Yo,
they call us, son. That nigga made the most ruckus during COVID, son.
yeah, these people will be going ham on the freaking nicknames that they be having on the internet all
Yeah,
day.
son.
That's all they do. Come up with nicknames. That shit's
I just want to.
hilarious.
I just want to be a fly on the wall and be in a house of somebody who creates his content every day, son. I
Just
think it'll be very entertaining, son.
yeah, it would
You know what
be.
I'm saying?
Well,
Very entertaining.
we're gonna have to come up with a nickname for Trump since he's apparently broke or about to be broke. I heard somewhere that he had a GoFundMe campaign too.
Yo, come on, son.
That's what I heard. I gotta fact check
And
this. I didn't get to
and I'm
fact
sure
check it yet.
I'm sure it's lit.
Oh, I'm sure it's lit. Hold on.
I'm sure
Trump
it's lit, which is the
GoFundMe.
sad part.
Yeah, GoFundMe will not halt the $355 million fundraiser for Donald Trump amid boycott. Yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy.
GoFundMe. What's crazy to me is that y'all are broke people
Ugh.
giving money to somebody who's rich for something he actually did wrong.
Yep.
That he was found guilty in a court of law.
Welcome to America, son.
Welcome to America. Yeah, so I don't know what it's at yet. Hold on, GoFundMe. It says that people were asking them to take it down, but if GoFundMe was like, nah, we're not going to do that. There's one here that looks like it's at 7,000 out of $3 million goal. I don't know what that's all
It's
about.
crazy.
Yeah, people are just crazy, bro. It's wild. Let me borrow $20, y'all. I'm broke.
Facts, B.
I need a quarter tank of gas. Shoot me that 20. That's about what gas is. Yeah.
Or
Yeah, so that's going on. Shout out to Leticia James stirring the pot.
gumbo.
Did you see the whole Killer Mike thing with the young kid that didn't know Killer Mike, and then people were getting on the young buck? Like,
Nah. I didn't see that.
yeah, some kid was like, who's Killer Mike and all that, and people got on him. But I liked Killer Mike's response because Killer Mike was more like, yeah, I get it. You know, y'all young, y'all may not know me, but let me help you
Right.
get to know me. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Very
What did
classy response.
why did he get arrested, huh?
Apparently, it was from allegedly there was I guess a scruffle between some security and himself. So they didn't
Okay.
release all the details, but that's what I heard.
All right. Makes sense.
Yeah, he didn't seem too
Welcome,
bothered by
welcome.
it.
I'm sure not.
He
I
didn't
wouldn't
seem
either if I just won a Grammy.
right.
You know what I'm
He was like,
saying?
"Listen, I'm winning either way."
You know what I'm saying? Lock me up. Just make sure you put my Grammy right in front of your desk
Yeah,
till I get out.
put it in the front of the anger management class.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Talk about music. Your boy Ye released
Yeezy.
some music too. Did you see his video, the Vultures one?
Nah.
So people feel like it's kind of, I'm not gonna play because it's gonna shut down my stream if I play the music here. But they said that the visuals, you gotta check it out. I guess some people are just starting to realize that Kanye's not too.
Oh, it's on YouTube?
Yeah, it's on YouTube. But they're arguing back and forth whether he's still Christian or not. So there's like Christians going on there going, yo, bring the new saved Kanye back. And then the other ones are going, oh, you're just not getting the thing. But I mean, midway through Vultures 1, he says, I'm the new Jesus, bitch. I turn water to Chris. I mean,
Oh, snap.
he says, yeah, it's kind of wild. Like just the way that even the imagery, if you look at it, is kind of wild looking.
Oh, snap. Come on, yay. I mean,
I never really believed that about Ye. That was y'all saying that he was that. I think he was doing the same shit KRS was doing.
yeah. I mean, again, we go all the way back to the book of Jesus. He's been had this type of concept in his mind. It's not like, you know what I'm saying. And he's been had Sunday worship and monetized it, and you know what I'm saying. Just you could tell by their fruit. And his fruit has never been fruitful.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you're the dumb one if you believe that. Which, again, we all do. And the people that I follow nowadays are not the same people that I followed a year ago. Because, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's based on their fruit.
Right.
And they got bad fruit. And right now they looking like witchcrafters, and they looking crazy right now. The same people that I went to a conference from. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
you know what I mean? I went to a Christian conference last year. Uh, and they were quote unquote healing people and all that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not one. You know what I mean? Like I have my defects, but I'm not one to be like, oh snap, I'm about to go up there so God can heal my hip. I'm not really. I think of others before I think of myself.
Right.
So they had this booth to where it was like, oh, if you have like a critical illness or a critical situation, we'll put it on this piece of paper. Towards the end of the night, they do like altar calls. After the altar calls, they do like special healing. And these people that had these pieces of paper, they would
Right.
call them up to the stage, line them up against the wall, and so-called prophet, healer, whatever case may be, will go one by one around the room and heal the person from what's on that piece of paper. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one to talk about other people's situations. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. Right.
Uh, do I feel like I seen some miracles? Yeah, I did. I did feel like some of them were factual. When it came to me, I wanted to test the theory, so I went. I did the same thing. A piece of paper. You know what I mean? I was pushed to do it. I didn't want to do it. Because again, I don't go there to seek healing. I go there to enjoy myself, whatever. So I did it anyway. So I'm in the line, whatever. I got a piece of paper out. You know what I mean? Degenerated hips. One hip destroyed. You know what I'm saying? Blah blah. The preacher or prophet, whatever the case may be, he taps my hips, calls it to be gone. Doesn't even ask me if I'm healed. He just grabs my cane because I was doing a lot of walking that weekend, so I had to use a cane. And he just raises it in the air like he healed me from that cane situation. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? In the back of my mind, I'm like, no, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't
The
healed
fuck
me.
is
Like,
he
I'm
talking
still,
about?
yeah,
Yeah, that was the appropriate
yeah.
response to that moment.
Yeah, like, come on, like one of them, come on, son, joints.
Yeah, yeah. Come on, son.
Yeah, you know what I'm
What you
saying.
talking
And,
about,
and
B?
after I left, after I left, the more I continued to follow his. And I mean, I started to notice some things that were fishy, iffy. So you know what I mean. Like I don't believe in, and I don't believe in healers making a mockery out of what they're healing. So, for example, if I'm a prophet or a healer, whatever the case may be, I come to your church, you have a demon in you, quote unquote, a spirit, quote unquote. I'm prophesied to remove that spirit from you,
Mm.
and you're in a train. I mean, only Christians believe this, you know what I'm saying? But I say that when you're like in one of those, you're in tune with the spirit, and the spirit's battling to come out of you, or whatever the case may be. That person should direct it to come out. It shouldn't play with it. It shouldn't laugh at it. It shouldn't provoke it. It shouldn't play games with it. You should just get the demon out, keep moving. But this person likes to provoke it. This person likes to make fun of it and
Be
then remove
entertaining.
it. Exactly, the entertainment part of it.
Yeah.
And then they create these short reels and then they post them online and make and monetize it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
I don't believe that should be on camera. First of all, and if it's gonna be on camera, it's a rare situation. I don't think it should be made a constant thing. Every person you heal got to be put on camera so you can see that they got demons. And that's how people follow people. And when I say follow people, there's this African preacher prophet named TB Joshua who's
Mm-hmm.
been doing this for the last 20 years or 30 years or whatever case may be. And I just watched the documentary the other day. To say I believe everything in the documentary, obviously not, because it was put together by some people who hate Christians. But I do believe a lot of the stuff that was on that document that he could have done. He can't defend himself, but you know what I'm saying. It
Mm-hmm.
was it was like cultish, and that's how cults start. Oh snap! That person just did that to that person. Oh snap! That person just And then that person be like, all right, I'm gonna be in Springfield, Florida this weekend. Oh snap! So now I gotta show up so I can get healed, and I could be on camera, and I could be, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like it creates. There's no spiritual guidance in none of that. You know what I'm saying? And then I follow some who are healers, but they never put it on camera. You know what I'm saying? I respect that more than anything. Instead of trying to show out, just, you know what I mean, get the demon out, keep moving.
Yeah, I just feel like, I guess in all the years, I feel like in most instances when it comes to like healing ceremonies and like those types of services, or like the casting out of demons, when I think back, for me, I feel like it was, damn, bro, for real? For real?
Yeah, bro, my bad, sir.
Yeah, you just got muted, bro. That's gross. Hold on.
Oh, my bad, my bad.
Go ahead. Sopla, sopla. Okay,
No,
now
I'm
you
good.
good. But I feel like a lot of times it's an emotional response. Some people feel pressured to go up there. People feel pressured to say that they're healed before they really feel like they're healed. They're just in the emotional moment of it all.
Yeah,
These people never
yeah,
verify anything. They just utilize that moment in order to monetize it or get other people to believe, but they don't really, you know,
yeah.
why so in a rush to say that this is already done? Why not go get it validated, take your time, and if it's very genuine and real, so people can really understand that. And it just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I feel like
Well,
a lot of the responses to it are very emotional. And the other part of this is I feel like a lot of people don't really know when they're completely sick either, or when they're better. Like, a lot of the population is like that. People are very like, oh, I feel like I have these sicknesses, but I don't. And they self-diagnose, a lot of them. A lot of people self-diagnose. Then they go to a church and say, oh, I was healed from that. But you never really had that diagnosis by a doctor. You just chose to say you had that. Or people will say they got a diagnosis, but then they'll say they're healed, and then they won't go to the doctor to go prove it, because they don't really want to hear at the end of the day that they're not.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I agree with that too. In my case, you know, as a believer and all that, if you're a believer, if you're a faith walker in Jesus Christ, um, you've been given all authority and dominion over that type of stuff. So, by the power invested in Jesus Christ, who has given you, I am in as I am him, as him is in me, you have the authority to do that.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to go elsewhere. This is why there's a power of prayer. There's a power of prayer and fasting. There's a power of secret room. There's a power of alone time with God. You got all these things, and when you start listening to preachers, like, you know all these things, and you have dominion all these things, and you practice these things.
Mm-hmm.
But the minute you start to stray away from that and start to go on YouTube and watch sermons, and then you start watching podcasts, and then you start to analyze what they say and be like, that sounds like me. That sounds like, you know, I dream about having sex, so now I have a problem with incubus or succubus, and that's a demon.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you automatically get scared real quick, and then you want to go and get healed by this person when you already have more authority than that person in your temple.
Yeah, in
You know
your
what I'm
life, you're the
saying?
one that makes the decisions of what you expose yourself to or not. Like, just
Exactly.
figure it out, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, as I learn, as I grow and I learn, this. I come to that conclusion. Did I really know any of this last year? Nah, not really. You know what I'm saying? I didn't go to that conference to get healed either. I went to that conference just to go to that conference. You know what I'm saying?
But I will
But
say it makes more sense that way, because at the end of the day, Jesus didn't tell the lady that touched his garment, I healed you. He said, your faith healed you.
your faith here,
You
exactly.
feel me?
And
Like,
that's not the first person that was said to.
right.
You know what I'm saying? When he goes to heal that gentleman's daughter or son or daughter or whatever, he doesn't go to the crib. So he tells that person, go, it's already healed. It's already done. Your
Right.
faith did that. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
again, that's how it should be. And you know, maybe this is a subject for another podcast, but this is the subject happening right now in CHH and people who are not validated by CHH, these underground newcomer Christians, and the whole CHH Rapzilla movement, gatekeeping, whoever they want to gatekeep and not allow others to enter. And then you got Rapzilla.
Rapzilla's the CHH Illuminati. Is that what's going on right now?
Well, I've noticed a lot of, I'm on the outside looking in because I'm not making a career out of this. You know what I'm saying? To me, this is God's gift, and I'm able to display my gift to God and share with others the way He's given it to me. But a lot of these people actually believe this is a career. They believe this is, you know what I'm saying? This is you don't got to work no more. Just go full-fledged music. And this is how you think. And this is my thing is when they think like that, they automatically think that they could put themselves in a pastoral role.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They feel like they have an authority.
Yeah. I rap now. I minister. So I must be a minister. So let me get an online pastoral course. So like that, I can be flown out to churches to preach the word. But technically, I'm a musician. I'm not a pastor. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm mixing both of them together to preach the word and monetize my cost of living. You know what I'm saying? And not to say that some are called to do that, but everybody's not called to do that.
Yeah, they're making it into a market.
Exactly. It's either music or you pastoral. It's not a rap in one where you automatically become a pastor because you're a rapper.
Well, the ones that don't have bars become pastors so they can keep rapping. This ain't new, bro. This is not new. You and I both know this is not new.
I know, but I'm gonna be the first one to talk about it. I'm gonna be the first one to let the cat out the bag. You know what I'm saying? Because again, I come from a perspective of if you claim you're spirit led, if you claim the Holy Spirit guides your music, and you don't put out music without the Holy Spirit, and if it's spirit led and if it's from God, it's gonna happen. So if that's the case, then why are you trying to validate from others? Why are you trying to get validation? Why are you paying $50 to a Rapzilla representative to critique your music live on the air?
Well, because that's the market, that's the game, and they're playing the same game. There's no difference. This ain't new.
I know this, and I know it's not new.
CHH is not exempt to the rules of the game.
But what are we? It is what it is. At the end of the day, I'm on neither side.
Right.
I could care less if the gatekeeper not.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They're not stopping me because you can't. If this is what God wants you to do, nobody can stop that train. Facts. So if nobody can stop that train, why are you so concerned with somebody stopping that train?
Well, because if you trash and you can't rap, but I could still be a pastor and speak, then I can still rap and people could tell me I'm good, even though I'm not that good, but I can pastor to cover it all. But
that's the thing. That's the thing.
Still tour.
That's the thing. That's the thing. It's automatically because you're a Christian and you rap. I have to approve of your raps.
Some people become Christian rappers for that reason.
And this is why I'm gonna talk about it, son.
Yeah.
And this is why this. Don't let me learn this OBS, son. Because when I start reviewing these videos, you won't get a yay. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I might go viral for being most hated, son.
Yeah, maybe. They're gonna dub you the hater.
I think that's cool though. I think I'm with that.
CHH hater.
Yeah. The bully of Christian rap, son.
Yeah. But I mean, I feel like that's not new though. I feel like people have been doing that for a while. A lot of cats that can't rap, they did the Christian thing so that way they wouldn't get critiqued. Because it is kind of like that in that world. Like, if I'm saying a good message, then everybody's gonna tell me I'm dope because I'm saying a good message. In the real world, that it don't go down like that. You know what I'm saying? But I also think the other part of this is kind of. I also think that a lot of Christian hip hop artists and people who are in that world look at secular rap like it ain't shit or like it's whack just because it has a message they don't agree with. And some of these artists are actually very dope.
But they sound
putting
just
into
like
their
them.
communities.
They sound just like
that's
them.
the whole other point. But you know what I mean.
They sound just like them.
But because their content isn't what they agree with, immediately now they're whack. It's like, no, they're not whack. They're dope. And they do things and they're in the business and they're putting in work just like you are. They just don't see things the same way you do. So you got to give people props. Period. You got to, if it's dope, it's dope.
Facts.
If it's trash, it's trash. I don't care if the message is dope. If it's trash,
Facts.
it's trash.
Facts.
Learn how to rap.
Facts.
Anyhow.
Anywho.
I feel it. Yeah, you got to learn OBS so you can do this, bro. I'm looking forward to it. We're going to put it on the channel.
It's gonna be crazy. So
Yeah,
I'm trying to find things to smash. Pause. Because when I do my reviews, I want to be. You know what I'm saying? When I do my reviews and one of the bars hit the way they hit, so I'm gonna get up and just start throwing shit all over the place. Man.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's something different, my man. Let's see what happens.
You gotta get one of those little axes, the axe throwing boards in the background. Throw an axe at it. Do something different.
I'm not playing with those blades, bro. Like I said, when I get bro.
Nah, you're not doing none of that.
I'm accident prone, B.
You'll break everything else.
I'll break 10 bones in my body and I ain't even touch it.
So I was scrolling through my Facebook feed today, and D, Mr. Abundance, had posted up a post, and he asked people how they felt about age gaps in relationships. He said, "What's like the appropriate age gap, or what's a comfortable age gap?"
Well, you want me to answer that?
Go ahead. Yeah.
Oh,
I'll tell you what I said after, but I'm curious.
Me personally, what are you talking about for dating?
Yeah, for like dating, game.
Are we talking dating or are we talking marriage?
It could be either or, because people be dating and then they be marrying super young.
I think it'll work if both parties have experienced life already. So as a youngster, let's say I'm 22 years old, but I've been wilding. Let's say I was 25 years old, but I wilded out from 15 to 25. For the last 10 years, I wilded out, right? Remember how people say, oh, I went to Ybor so many times in my teens that I don't even go there as an adult.
Right.
Kind of like that. I experienced life so much between 15 and 25 that I'm ready to chill. So then you find yourself 35, girlfriend who's 35 years old, who experienced what you experienced already. That could work because you're tired of that crazy life. She's tired of that crazy life. Now, if you're somebody who in your 20s didn't get to experience, in your teens, you didn't get to experience none of that stuff, or you didn't get to enjoy life before marriage, and you get together with somebody who's been down that block, now you're creating a scenario to where that person will start to ponder what life could have been without that. You know what I'm saying? What life could have been before they got married, even though this person already experienced that. So now, in the midst of this marriage, what you want to experience and what that older person wants to experience is not the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Because you already went through it. That person hasn't gone through it. You know what I'm saying? So now that person wants to experience that, but you already experienced it. So now it creates, at some point, it's going to create a wedge that's going to, you know what I mean? It could be detrimental, or maybe it couldn't. It depends how you deal with it. You know what I'm saying? I say that because obviously I was in a relationship to where the person was 10 years younger than me. And she didn't get to experience what I already had experienced, or what she wants to experience, I already experienced. And I didn't think it was, as a married woman, it should have been done. You know what I'm saying? So that created a wedge to where at some point, I'm sure she got tired of it. So I just want to do me. You know what I'm saying? And now it leaves you like, oh, I thought you loved me, and blah, blah, and then it goes to a whole, you know what I'm saying? So I just think that as long as both parties have experienced what they need to get out the way, yeah, of course. Dating, you can't really enter that type of conversation with dating, because dating is dating. You know what I'm saying? You're having fun. You're enjoying life. It is what it is. Now, if you two are dating and you get to enjoy that type of experience together, and then come to a point where it was like, all right, we're done. Now we can move forward to the next step of our marriage. That might work also. You know what I'm saying? In my case, I decided to entertain that life for the first 3-4 years. You know what I'm saying? And kind of give her what she wanted, thinking that she would get old, she will have enough of it, and now move forward into being into playing into a marriage role. You know what I'm saying? But it turned out that it was never enough for her. You know what I'm saying? So even though we got married and we cut off certain things that we used to do when we weren't married, we were just dating and having fun. Now that we got married, we cut most of that stuff off. Now to me, I'm okay with that cut off, but to her, it's not.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because every time we dabble in that lifestyle as a married couple, it was kind of fiending for her. Like she wanted more and more and more. So then you start doing things behind my back, and then you start entertaining certain things, and people start getting into your ear. And then next thing you know, you don't even want to be married no more because you hang out with a bunch of single women and you see the life that they live, and you want some of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or vice versa. It don't got to be just a woman; it can be the man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I don't see a problem with age gap. I just think that it's the experiences that come with that age gap. It's what determines, you know what I'm saying, like what level can you take this type of situation.
I'm just
You know
saying.
what I'm saying?
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
My kids are in their 20s, right? And if
Yo,
somebody
come on,
come through the
Amy.
door at 35, 40 years old trying to date my kid, I'm looking at them like a weirdo.
Okay,
Like,
I can
fuck
see
you
that.
need to be with my kid for, bro. Whether it's my son or my daughter. I be looking at them like, I feel like
I mean,
even me, I can't see dating somebody in their 20s because you don't have the life experience. You haven't had the kids, the bills, the life experience. Now if I'm 50 and you 40 or like, something like that, that makes more sense to me because
right,
you're older. Like life is already passed, you've had kids,
right,
you've
right,
gotten to that phase of life.
correct.
But a 20, like 18 to like I feel like all the way through the 20s, like just leave the kids alone. Maybe when they're 28, 29, for me it's arguable, but I couldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? It's just, but if somebody walking in the door and trying to date my kid and my son's 20
Yeah,
and you 30, 35, like I got problems.
I can see that. I mean, I married my second wife when she was 22, 23, something like that.
But how old were you?
24, 31, 31. It was a 9-year gap. You know what I'm saying? It was a
Yeah.
9-year gap. Her life experiences were different than my life. They were both experiences in life. It was just on two different levels. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? She was more of clubbish, spotlight. I was more of street, hood. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
even though it collides at some point, it didn't collide in our worlds. I don't really strip clubs wasn't really my thing like that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That type of environment wasn't really like that because I don't hang around too many fake people. And those people,
Right.
that type of environment is a lot of fake and a lot of guard your back. And I'm not the type of person to let my life watching over my back. If I gotta watch over my back, that means there's some people in my life I gotta remove. You know what I'm saying?
So like,
I also don't use people to my advantage
right.
or what I can get out of them without having a sentimental value to it. You know what I'm saying? So we come from two different worlds, and that's why I feel like it didn't work out because she got tired. You know what I'm saying? And I was tired too. I was tired of the way she was acting, and she was tired of the way I was acting because we
Yeah.
both went in accordance. So coming to the conclusion of I was what she was what I wanted, but not what I needed, and I was what she needed, but not what she wanted.
That's complicated. Yeah. I
Not
feel it.
really, not
I
really.
feel it.
Once you come to the realization of it, it's not complicated at all. It's like, oh, all right, cool. That's not what it is then. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah. I get that part.
But obviously, that's your wife, and you go through the motions of 10 years, and you go through the ups and downs. When you come to that realization, then you understand, all right, cool, this can't work for this reason. You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, and you married her and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't know if I like as pops, I don't know if I could have done it, bro. You would have walked through the door at 30 and my kid was in their early 20s, I'd be like, nah, B, this ain't it.
But it's also coming from, yeah, and I respect that, but it's also coming from situations where her parents didn't care about her.
Yeah, yeah. So it's kind of different. So
You know what
she
I'm
maybe
saying?
she was maybe
Her parents sold her. Her parents gave her away to another family behind her back. They literally said, "Oh, meet this people," and they turned around, they bounced on her, and she was stuck with this.
Yeah. So I get it. So
You
she
know what I'm
grew up
saying?
fast. She grew up
And
very
then
fast.
she been in the streets since she was 14, 15 years old.
I got
She
you.
been mangled by men, mistreated by men, disrespected by men, beat on by men, blah, blah, blah. Then now you got Prince Charming coming through the door. You don't know how to handle Prince Charming. You know what I'm saying? Because Prince Charming are the people that you succor. Them niggas in the street that beat you up are the people that you fear.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? So that's the type of lifestyle that you like. So at the end of the day, that's what you like. You go your way, and this is now I go my way.
Now, now you're in a situation where you're in the same age group, right?
Same age group. I have more in common.
Mm-hmm.
Have the same goals. Same emotions, same feelings. My girl is a female version of me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, trust me, we bang heads and it's hard. But it's pretty much the same thing. Even to the things that we go through, to the things that we went through growing up. As we sit and we have conversations about our past, we can match them up perfectly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Me and my girl will talk about shows, music.
Right, and that's the type
history.
and that's the era we come from. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, and I could talk to her about the reggaeton era, and I could talk to her about, you know what I'm saying, back in the day era. You know what I mean? With my ex, it was hard to because she was raised in the Tampa Tony, rated R, you know, shit, yeah, you know what I mean? Like that type of environment to where even our music, we didn't agree on music. Like her genre and my genre were totally different. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, again, I get where you're going from, the age thing in the early stages. But when you get to the later stages, once you pass your 30s, even 28, 29, and you start dating somebody who's a little older, I don't see an issue with that.
Yeah, I don't see an issue. Once you've gotten older, like if my daughter came to me at 30 years old and said, I'm dating a 45, 50-year-old, I'd be like, all right, that kind of makes sense. It's kind of, I wouldn't, but, you know, it makes sense because they've had that experience. There's only so much you hit a certain point of maturity where you're like, okay, I'm an adult now. Yeah, I understand adult things. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Nah, but like kind of like Tiana, you know what I'm saying? So she walk in with a dude that's 35, 40, it's a problem. You know what I mean?
I might drop kick that motherfucker.
Same thing with Young King over there. You know what I mean? So
if I seen some chick of 30, 35 trying to date my son, yeah, I'd be telling her she need to go somewhere.
That's different though.
I'd be telling her she need to go somewhere.
That's different though. You know what I'm saying? It might be that account might have a couple zeros on that joint, so. Yes, sir.
Ay, qué lindo. Mira
eso. You might have to let homie do. You might have to let homie do him. You get a couple pair of Jordans out of that situation.
Not at all. Listen.
Nah, I try.
No. I'm trying to have my kids live a trauma-free life, bro.
No, I respect that.
Feel it. Who's this? We got C4 Cortona as a closeout, huh?
C4 Cortona with that new joint, son.
This one was smooth.
Joint. This one was hard, son. Shout out to C4 Cortona, man. And this is one of the ones. This is one of my top 5.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna say he doesn't get no love. I'm gonna say he don't get enough love. He deserves a lot more attention than what he actually gets. He's one of the top lyricists in CHH right now, or in music, any period. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm gonna come up with a top 5 formula. World versus Christian, top 5 versus top 5 of the Christian zone.
Listen.
I'm gonna start ruffling some feathers, B. I'm gonna have niggas in my inbox like, yo, you alright, son?
Yeah.
Are you talking crazy, son? I can talk crazy. I can talk crazy, you heard?
Come see me in a booth.
You talk crazy, you heard?
Keep playing around. I'm gonna
you know what I'm saying?
boothbullies.com.
You know what I mean? This hat doesn't say Puerto Rican, it says Pure Rican, son. You know what I'm saying?
All right, homie. I hope you get better. That way we don't gotta deal with your tissues next week.
Yo, y'all need to accept me the way I am, son. You know what I mean? Y'all gotta accept me the way I am. He's going through it. Pray for your boys, son. You know what I'm saying?
definitely pray for you, bro. Yeah, that's gross. All right.
Yo, shout out to the No Tex coming out 2025. So,
No take. I'm telling you, you should do that
yo,
shit.
No
You think
Tex
I'm playing
me.
before somebody else does? Because then when somebody else does it, you're gonna be mad that you didn't do it.
So would it be too much if I grab the Kotex joints and I put them in my nose so I could sell them like that?
Listen, all I'm saying is that you should.
No Tex,
You
baby.
should
No
listen.
Tex. Yeah, you gotta look into it, son.
I'm just saying.
Yo,
And you
Elon, holla at me, Elon.
And you should probably patent that shit. Like try to patent that shit. I'm just saying.
Let's go, son. Let's go.
I mean,
Let's
it's
go,
live on here
son.
already, so you better hurry up.
Let's go, son.
All right, y'all. Y'all share, like, subscribe. Blackmarker.tv. We out. See y'all next Tuesday.
My mama used to tell me. My mama used to tell me. Yeah. You better pray, cause it could be your last day. You better pray. Yeah. You better pray, cause it could be your last day. Yeah. Tell them about the pain, give them warnings. Tell them about the rain and the storming. He don't take advice, he ignore it. Till he in the grave and they mourning. This life is short and you playing with it. They load up them choppers and spraying with it. That chain cost your life and you laying with it. Your mama, she crying, she praying different. Yeah, you really thought you was lit. Now they can't find you, your corpse in the ditch. Made poor decisions just trying to get rich. Bet you ain't nowhere to end up like this. You ran with the wrong crowd and ran out of time. Ran up on you with that 9. Blew out your mom. And they blew out your mom. My mama used to tell me. My mama used to tell me.